Hello, my name is Anirudh Srinivasan. This is my first project for the subject Computer Network Security, subject code 468. Let me start off by showing you the topology. We have a gateway, we have a server, we have a client, and we have an external router. So the server has an IP address of 10.0.0.4. The client has an IP address of 192.168.0.12, and the gateway has three IP addresses that you can see on the screen. We have reconfigured all the routing tables, and we have enabled services such as FTP, DNS, SSH, and web services. So let us go to the gateway to check our firewall setup. So yes, these are the variables where we've loaded the IP addresses, the IP ranges, and other values. We have implemented IP forwarding, packet forwarding. We have enabled NAT using the masquerade method. Now we have let us go to the pre-routing and post-routing rules that we have given for the for this particular application. So yeah, this is the pre-routing rules that we have given for. So we have ports 80, 22, 21, and 53. They are for web services, SSH, FTP, and DNS respectively. We have also enabled passive FTP in this. The same is being done for post routing as well. So now let us validate our if a project works from the client. Okay, so before we get into that, we have created a demo, a test and demo website for this particular project called as demoandtest.com. It has a HTML. It is basically a HTML page with the content that says welcome to demo and test. So yeah, let me first ping that particular website to check if it works, to check if our DNS is working as well. Yes, as expected, we are getting replies as well. So now let me check the contents of the page using the curl command. This way I'm also testing the web services using www. Yes, we can view the contents of the HTML page over here. Now let me test the FTP service. Yes, we are connected successfully and we have been logged in. So we can quit. Let me check if the SSH service works. And let me give in the password. And yes, we have been connected. Let me exit this. And we have been logged out successfully. So now as we've implemented NAT for this project, the server happens to be the private part of the network and the client happens to be the public part of the network. So we shouldn't be able to ping the private part of the network from the client. So let me try pinging the server from the client to prove that. So 10.0.0.4 is the server address. And yes, as expected, we aren't getting any responses from the server. So let us validate this from the server's end. But the advantage with the server is as the server is a private network, it will be able to communicate with the other nodes within the network, but it will not be able to communicate with the internet. So let us just confirm that. So let me ping the client first, 168.0.12. And yes, we do get replies. Now let me ping the gateway, that is 10.0.0.3, and yes, we do get outputs. Now let me check the internet ping. So we would not get response from here ideally, and yes, we do not get responses. So that is done. So now let me do the same thing from the gateway. So the gateway, we wouldn't be able to ping any interface, be it the internet, be it another node within the network. So I am pinging the server now, and yes, we can very clearly see that we aren't getting responses. Let me ping the client. Yes, This is the client, and yes, as expected, we aren't getting any responses. Now let me ping the internet to check if that is working. And yes, as expected, that isn't working as well. So yeah, this is the expected output. Yes, and also let me show you the default setup for this. Sudo IP tables -l. Yeah, and as expected, I have set the we have set the default policy to drop. So yeah, our project is complete and we have achieved what we need to. Thank you.